What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, YouTube family? For those of you who I have never had the opportunity to meet before, my name is Demita McGee. And just as that intro said, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, y'all. I'm actually a coach, I'm an author. But we are going to be hanging out here for a few minutes before we really jump into what I wanted to share with you today. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell so you get the notifications. Let YouTube know we're doing a good job providing some really good value so they'll keep pushing this out to more people. So what is today about? What did I want to hop in here and share with you guys? Listen, y'all see that title, Starting Your Own Bank. Now, listen, I know it's like, wait a minute. What do you mean starting my own bank? A year and a half ago, you guys, I did not know a concept like this existed like this. So I knew about a concept called infinite banking. And some of you may have heard of it before. And it uses insurance policies in order for you to create a different type of cash flow for your home so you can pretty much create your own bank, right? But you guys, I have since learned of a completely different concept that is so insanely powerful. And I'm so grateful for this space because I learned to hear. This is all about cryptocurrency. So one of the things you'll notice that we talk about a lot on our channel, my husband and I together, we own a company called Christian Business Academy Worldwide. And so, yes, we are believers and we offer people spiritual success strategies for financial abundance. We teach people how to own and operate businesses using biblical principles. We teach people how to get their money to work for them. And we teach people how to have additional streams of income. Well, today is about how do you get your money working for you? And it also can potentially add an additional stream of income. So when I talk about creating your own bank, one of the first things that a lot of people may think is how can you possibly create your own bank? When we think about our banking system that we have right now, you guys, it is antiquated. Y'all, it's old, it's outdated, and you may not realize this because I know I did not know. The banks are not our friends. The banks are out here to make money, and they do a really, really good job at that. In fact, I had an amazing guest on what it may be 2 weeks ago now. She is Frances Rodriguez, the unbanked banker. And let me tell you, she is incredible because she used to be in the banking industry. She's a former banking professional. And so she gave us the inside scoop, the tea, if you will, on how banks really get a lot of the revenue that they get. And oftentimes it's to our detriment and at our expense. Okay. Then I had another guest who's a cryptocurrency expert come on and actually have a conversation with us another day. And he shared a little bit about the concept that I'm going to talk to you about tonight. So, first things first, this conversation begins a long time ago in this book right here. This book is called The Creature from Jekyll Island. And you guys, this is a heavy, heavy, heavy book to read, but man, does it have some really good information in it. And here, there's our author there, G. Edward Griffin. It's a second look at the Federal Reserve Bank, and I got the 5th edition, as you can see. One of the things that I learned that was really powerful in this book, and I still have a lot to read in this book, y'all. This is a heavy book to read. But one of the things that I learned here was that we operate under what's called a fracture reserve system here in the United States. Okay. So here in the US, what that means is that the banks only have to keep a fraction of what you actually give and what you actually place for them to hold. They only have to keep a fraction of it. And one of the primary ways that they make money is by taking that fraction, keeping it there, which is a very small fraction, by the way. They take that money, keep it there, and then the rest of it, they give out, they loan it in multiple ways. But what's so amazing is that the bank can take every dollar that you put in the bank and they can turn it into $10 using this system. Okay. And so if you have $1,000 in the bank, for the bank, it's as if you have 10,000. Okay. And what they then do is they take that and they loan it out a bunch of different ways. They may loan it out via credit card debt, right? They may loan it out for mortgages. What about car loans, home equity lines of credit, business credit, PPP loans, like all types of things that you can think of that people get: personal loans, loans for school, loans for home improvement, all types of loans that you can get from a bank. That's how they loan it out. And it becomes an asset for them. It's not an asset when you put it in the bank for them. That's not an asset for them. It becomes an asset for them, meaning it makes money for them. It becomes an asset the moment they take it and they lend it out. Why is it an asset? Because when they lend it out, now what happens is they can then charge interest on it. And when they charge interest, that's how they make money on the money that you place in their care. Really quick, there's this concept. I don't think my other book is down. Oh yeah, it is here. Robert Kiyosaki talks about the concept of cash flow. And so the first time I read about it was in his infamous book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, this little power pack book right here, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read it 20 years ago. The lighting didn't really help with that. There we go. All right. This is a classic. All right. So he talks about cash flow in here, but he really does something even more tremendous in his book, Fake. Okay. In this book here, which you guys, I highly recommend. I highly recommend if you really want to start digging into financial literacy and getting stronger and stronger at this. This is a great book. He writes like he talks, so it's an easy read. But one of the things that I wanted to specifically point out today is the concept of cash flow. How to know if something is an asset or a liability for you. So his rich dad, he talks about having two dads in this book right here. He had a rich dad and he had a poor dad. His poor dad was his biological father, whom of course he lived with because he worked for the U.S. Department of Education or the Department of Education in Hawaii. Then he had his rich dad who was an entrepreneur. His rich dad was his friend Mike's father. Okay. And so, no, baby, you're too loud. Okay. His rich dad was his friend Mike's father. No. Sorry guys, you gotta hang out with me and my son for a little bit. So hopefully you can hear me over him. But it was his rich dad's father. Okay. Well, what was interesting? No. Thanks, honey. What was interesting about that was that it's very difficult to talk over this one here because he is like right in my ear. Not so loud, baby. Not so loud. Okay. What his rich dad taught him was the difference between an asset and a liability. And this is really powerful information, you guys. See, an asset puts money in your pocket, a liability takes money out. But in order to understand if something is an asset, you got to look at which way the money flows. He said you always have to add the verb flow to it. Now, what do we mean when we say that? Because a lot of people, middle class especially, consider their house an asset, but we got to look at how the money flows. When we talk about how the money flows, does the money flow into your accounts or does it flow out? Does it flow into your pocket? Does it flow out of your pocket? So for example, if your house causes money to flow out of your pocket, in that case, you guys, it's a liability. So your mortgage, it's a liability. If it causes money to flow into your pocket, then it's an asset. So if you have rental income that you're receiving, real estate, if you're a real estate investor, different things like that, which causes money to flow in because you get more from your tenants than the cost of your mortgage, it's an asset. Okay. And so that concept is going to be really important when we talk about how to unbank yourself. Now, when we talk about unbanking yourself, here you go, honey. If it'll let you, you're welcome. So when we talk about the concept of unbanking yourself, what we're really talking about is you starting your own bank. We do that through a concept using cryptocurrency. Now, we're going to have a lot of conversations about cryptocurrency because remember I told you one of our main four topics here on this YouTube channel is how to help you get your money working for you. How do we plant money, make it a seed, and then cause it to have more money grow for us? So cryptocurrency is one of the tools that we use, that we invest in personally in order to have our money grow for us. Okay. And so we use that concept, we use cryptocurrency in order to create our own bank. So what I want you to do is I want you to actually take a look at a video, and I'll put a link around here somewhere so you can, where it is BYOB, be your own bank. And what we do with that concept is we teach you how to start an account, okay, with specific types of wallets, specific companies, and you're going to actually purchase cryptocurrency. Now, when you do that, this is what's amazing. You can actually borrow up to half of your cryptocurrency. You can borrow half of it. We'll use Bitcoin, for example. Well, when you borrow half of it, this is what's amazing. So let's just say my expenses are $2,000 a month. Well, if I deposit or purchase $4,000, a little bit over, but we'll just use easy numbers for now. So if I take $4,000, I'm sorry, you guys, my son does not even have on pants, you guys. Jacob, you don't have on pants, babe. Get down. Come here. He just has on his big boy underwear. He's just playing in the back, has no clue. Go ahead. Good job, baby. Thank you. I just noticed it's just a mess, right? Okay, so in banking, using Bitcoin, for example, we would purchase $4,000 worth of Bitcoin to make this an easy, example. And we'd borrow $2,000 worth of that Bitcoin. Okay. Now, what you'll see is just like real estate, you still have a full $4,000 worth of Bitcoin. So, for example, good job. He went and got pants, you guys. So, for example, when you have your home and you may take out a home equity line of credit, come over here. Come over here. You may take out a home equity line of credit. Guess what happens? You still get the loan, right? But you still have your house. Okay, good job. Right foot. You still have your house. That's how it works with cryptocurrency. Right foot. Right? Good job. Right foot. Now, what's really exciting about that is this, that because it's a loan, you've used it to take care of various expenses for your house. That $2,000 we talked about, for example, you used it, right? But this is where it gets amazing. Because it was a loan, you don't have to pay taxes on it. Okay. So you're not paying any additional taxes. Now, we understand a platform that I am connected to where we really teach you what cryptocurrencies are, how cryptocurrencies work, how to move between coins, which coins you should actually invest in, what are very good projects, different types of things like that. We actually understand that Bitcoin is going to do has a significant amount of growth left. And so at the time of this recording, Bitcoin had a little bit of a pullback. It's currently worth $55,000. We still suspect or project that Bitcoin, based upon its behavior and how it's programmed to perform, and we understand the mindset of an investor and a trader, the psychology of investing, we understand that Bitcoin is going to go to 200,000 and beyond. Right? So let's just say, for example, that $4,000 that you invested, that $4,000 worth of Bitcoin, that turns that into, when it reaches that 200,000, that turns it into $16,000. But you borrowed $2,000 from yourself. You can now pay yourself back that $2,000, or guess what? You don't ever have to pay that back. That money can physically come out of your asset itself. So now you pay the asset back instead of paying the loan back if you don't want to. And so you deduct that from your $16,000, you got $14,000 worth of Bitcoin, and you've taken care of the bills with that. That is what we are teaching people how to do. But our education helps you understand how or when you need to switch from Bitcoin to a stable coin. Understanding the differences between which coins are which projects are which, volatility when it comes to the cryptocurrency market. There's so much to learn, but one of the things that's amazing is that we are at the beginning of this cryptocurrency space. At the time of the recording of this video, you guys, less than 3% of the entire global population even knows what cryptocurrency is. It's familiar with it. I want you to imagine that your family had access to do anything with the stock market when it first started. That's what this is. We are literally early adopters. And if you are watching this video, congratulations. You are an early adopter. And because you want this information, you are putting yourself in a position to win. And that's a really big deal. Like a really, really, really big deal. Okay, so before I close up here, Once again, I want to make sure that you have the link for that video so you can definitely check it out. Okay, where we talk about be your own bank, and also I gave him some gum, dear, and also that platform we have the ability I have the ability rather to connect you with one of the platforms that we use where you can really understand and learn more about cryptocurrency and digital currencies and how they work, and you can get up close and intimate with it so you can really understand this, and you can also be an early adopter. So thank you so much for hanging out. Make sure you can simply just send me an email, and I probably should have made that easy for you by running it across the bottom of the screen, but let me just go ahead really quickly and put my email address right up here, and you can reach out to me. Okay, hold on one second. And you guys are troopers. You got through this video with my son being himself all in the background. Okay. So this is my email address. You can just reach out to me directly if you want more information about our platform that helps teach you more about digital currency and how to maneuver in this space, and that can give you the education that you're truly looking for. Because like I said, congratulations. You are an early adopter, and this is a big deal. I'm so excited for you. Because I know what this is doing for our family. And a year and a half ago, you guys, we only knew about Bitcoin. Like, we knew nothing about this space a year and a half ago. So when I tell you a lot can change, a lot can change in a year. Oh my God, a lot can change in a year. Okay. So thank you so much for hanging out. Remember to hit the like button, definitely subscribe, and hit that notification button so you'll know the very next time that I drop some tremendous value right here, because this is your Wealthy Minded Christian. All right, y'all. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.